And one of the things that Lee was talking about in his comment, Atomic Habits, him and I have talked frequently about the book. There's a book, I don't remember the author, called Atomic Habits. And it's just basically how you institute good habits into your daily routine. And once you have those habits, it sticks with you. And when you look at people that are successful with a diet, with an exercise program, athletes, successful business people, they have habits that they put in their routine every day.
And the thing is, too, is that it's also, again, there are usually, like I was saying, some habits that derail our potential for success or for feeling better. And so I kind of talk about those also in a different way of sort of like some foundational concepts in health that you really ought to have kind of nailed down before you're trying to figure out what's the best supplement for this and what should I take for these. Everyone wants something they can take, yet they're not very keen on my advice of getting to bed before, 11 at the max. So, and I prefer much earlier than that, but people have a lot of things that they do that are just habits that are not helping them. And definitely if you're chronically ill, not helping the situation at all. But we don't always, reinforce them because they seem so simple, yet most everyone ignores them, right? Like drinking enough water, good quality water, or going to bed at a certain time. And then another big one is just not waking up and instantly jumping on your phone, right? A lot of these things actually have huge impact, but they're dismissed very easily.
Right. Well, I'm guilty of that one. That's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is probably check my phone. And I have gotten away from that habit before, and it does.
Back in.
It helps relax you. It really does, because the phone is a stressor, because it reminds me of work and so there's always something there to keep me engaged, and so you need to disengage from your phone and get ready for the day before you even check your phone. I know some people that do that and they don't check their phone for an hour. So
yeah, I'm not there, but there are people, yes, that do that. And I think that it probably is really, really great for their nervous system.
So it looks like we have a comment from James Dunavant, also known as a healthy libertarian. What's he say? Body is working to detox the alcohol while people are usually not eating the best food with the alcohol. That is so true. Janet, you want to comment on that?
Oh, yes, totally. Because usually it skews your judgment. And so people just overeat for one. And, it is such a part of our American society that we, participated, and it's also accepted, So, it's very easy. And this time of year, wow, we're heading right into that, right? We're heading right into bad choices. I was just thinking about, all the cookies that get shared and all the desserts. And I personally love cookies. And so I don't have them in my house because that is a threat to my choices.
And her husband.
And so and not to derail myself, I find that if I don't bring them in or make them, then the problem is solved, right? So, I think everybody knows to some degree, or probably wants to have to, or doesn't want to have to admit to what is the issue. But when you have, someone like yourself that's able to say, hey, this really is important, and let's, find a way to incorporate or eliminate. Because sometimes really, the longer I'm away from them, the better I feel. And, honestly, I can live day to day without it. It's not like it's going to, seriously, there's some things that are really worth not participating in. So, cookies is mine. I just don't. So
I'm surprised, right, how many patients of mine I'm just going to give an example, eat Halloween candy, right? And they just say, oh, well, we still have it around, right? But that'll stretch for months and months. And I'm thinking, it's so bad for you. Like, you just throw it away. There's no reason you need to eat it for months because it's just not gone, right? So it's some of those things I think I also talk to people about, right? A lot of people start writing off their nutritional, like, good habits because they think, oh, from Halloween for New Year's, it's impossible, so I'm just not going to eat healthy. But I think that that's actually a really good time to kind of reevaluate and try to be a little bit more aligned with how you want to feel in the new year, because you will make better choices, and you might, have some things every once in a while, but that's not an excuse to me for 2 months of eating however you want, right? At every event that comes up.
Right.